Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Doug Depte here, your real estate mentor. Right now, I just closed on a single jingle out in the Germantown section of North Philadelphia. So we're buying this property. We're able to negotiate it down to $42,000. And the way we found this property, someone actually reached out to my wife and was like, hey, you and your husband, you guys do the real estate thing, right? So Larissa said yes, and immediately within an hour, we were in that property with this seller, walking through the property and making a deal, right? We locked in the deal. They wanted $50,000. We got them down to $42,000. This was a family house, right? So they're just getting rid of it. So we were able to lock it down, closing this property. But the ARV, the after repair value, is $220,000. So I purchased it for $42,000, right? The construction budget on this single jingle that I'm gonna show you is $90,000. But who's the contractor? I'm the contractor. I'm gonna put the construction together for about $55,000, right? So that leaves a good amount of cushion on the table, about $45,000. And as the general contractor, I'll be able to put that money right into my pocket. But let's go ahead and take a look. This is an ideal block, right? An ideal location. And what I like about this neighborhood is the simple fact that I'm going to maximize the bedrooms in this unit, right? It's a 3-bedroom house. So with it being a 3-bedroom house, I'm going to maximize and add an additional bedroom. So now it's going to be a 4-bedroom house. And guess what? This is in a group 2 neighborhood. So with being in a group 2 neighborhood, I'm going to be able to get the maximum amount of rent value. So I'm going to get $1,650. So that's $1,650 a month in rent, guaranteed, coming in from the government, right? So that's the beautiful thing about this property, is that, you know, most people might not have seen the value, but we were able to find this deal off market, right? Put the play together, analyze this deal correctly, right? Within analyzing the deal, still was able to pad in a $45,000 GC fee, right? In addition to, I'll be able to go ahead and refinance this property once we get it stabilized, get my initial capital back into my pocket, right? And I only had to come out of pocket $10,000 to purchase this property. So we'll be able to cash flow about $600 from this single jingle here. And we're gonna do a complete renovation. So the tenants are gonna be staying here for the long term. And that's really what it's about. This door has probably been here for years and years and years. So we're gonna sand everything down, right, with a metal wire brush. And then we're gonna repaint this either black, or I might liven it up with a different color. So we're gonna paint this, make this look nice and fresh. We're gonna change out the locks. So I'll have my guy replace these locks here, and that's just extra security. So let's go ahead inside. So with this door here, what I might end up doing is painting this door Tiffany blue. So we're gonna go ahead and paint the whole door Tiffany blue. And I'll probably have this trim going around be white. So we'll do a nice paint job on this door. We're gonna put a lockbox on this property, so that way my contractors, my subcontractors come in and out of this property freely using that lockbox. So here in this property here, it actually, someone was living in this before we purchased it, right? They just moved out. They left a couple of their belongings throughout. So honestly, I could just come in, give a clean paint job, and then keep it moving, right? And just add a $42,000 investment and just collect my rent money, right? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go do a full gut on this property because I really like the neighborhood and the trajectory of where this neighborhood is going. So in doing so, I'm gonna do a full out gut renovation. I'm gonna expose both sides. I'm gonna expose the bricks completely. We're gonna rip down this ceiling, right? We're gonna run all new electrical, right? So there might be some old knob and tubing actually in this property, but we're gonna get rid of all the electric. We're gonna get rid of all the plumbing. We're gonna get rid of all of the HVAC. So we're gonna bring things up to today's standard, right? So right here is a fireplace, or this is the chimney, excuse me. This is the chimney where the heating unit is being exhausted through the chimney, as well as the hot water tank is being exhausted through the chimney, right? However, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of the chimney completely because it's gonna free up more space along this wall. But you might ask me, hey Doug, what about the heating system? The heating system needs to be vented outside. I'm gonna go with a gas, high energy efficiency heater that is simply going to be exhausted through the walls of the building, but through a PVC pipe instead of using the old-fashioned chimney, right? So we don't have to worry about chimney liners or anything like that. But then also, what about the hot water tank? The hot water tank is gonna be electric, so we're gonna eliminate the need for a chimney and having to exhaust out the chimney. So we're gonna get rid of this, free up all this space, right? There's gonna be exposed brick wall. We're taking rid of all the trim throughout the property, right? So we're gonna get rid of all the trim. We're gonna get rid of all the window trim as well. So here is the kitchen. So this little half wall here, this is gonna be demoed immediately. they're gonna rip this down. It's barely put on, so they're gonna rip this down completely, open this up. This space right here with all this cabinets, they're gonna get ripped out completely. But what we're gonna do is, this is gonna be a whole nother bedroom. So this is gonna be an additional bedroom for someone to live in, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a full bath in here. So I'm gonna put a 5-foot tub right along here. And then I'm going to frame this wall out and take it straight back. So that's gonna be the bathroom. It's gonna be a full bathroom. And then I'm gonna start my kitchen on this wall. So it'll be my stove right here, my refrigerator, cabinets, wall cabinets as well, microwave. And then over here is going to be my breakfast bar. So I'm gonna be in a situation where the breakfast bar is gonna be placed right here, looking out into the living room, which is gonna be like the TV room and so forth for entertainment. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna get rid of these steps completely. I'm gonna widen this up a little bit, right? I'm gonna widen it up and also widen the basement, because the basement is very, very narrow. So these stairways are gonna get widened. I'm gonna put a new set of stairs going up and down. We're gonna get rid of this banister. This banister is gonna go, right? We're gonna go with something a little more modern. So we're gonna rip that apart. We're gonna widen the step. Within widening the steps, we're gonna have to make this middle bedroom a little bit smaller. So we're gonna push that this middle bedroom a little bit over. It's gonna be a little tighter. However, it's gonna allow for more space for the hallway as well as more space for these steps. This is gonna be a quick project, so I'm excited for it. And we're getting all the trim off the walls. We're exposing this brick again. All these lights are coming down, this whole ceiling's coming down, and we're going to just blitz through this project, so I'm excited. Make this into a nice small bedroom for a child. This wall is gonna be coming forward a little bit, which is fine, but it's gonna make additional room for the hallway, right? And we're gonna be able to widen the steps. So this room right here is basically gonna be the sacrifice, right? We're gonna sacrifice the space of this room in order to make wider hallways as well as wider stairways for this stairway going from the first to second floor, as well as the basement is very tight, so that's gonna be widened up. And we'll have my framers do that type of work. So what we'll do is we'll completely gut both sides of this bedroom. We're gonna expose the brick on this wall. We cannot expose the brick on this wall simply because on the other side of this wall is the exterior, and you can only expose brick walls where you don't have an exterior on the other side of the wall. We're gonna get rid of this makeshift closet, so that's coming out. We'll frame out our own closet right within this location. Everything again is gonna come out right away. So we just had our demo guy actually walk through this property. So in the next 10 to 15 minutes, he's gonna be shooting us a number, and I'm gonna basically negotiate with the demo guy to make sure we're getting that best number possible for this demo. But this demo is gonna start on Saturday and it's gonna be done on Sunday. So it's gonna be a 2-day demo. So once it's all demoed and cleared out, we'll show you guys again what this looks like. So now you'll see what the next step, the next phase of this process is. So what we're doing is we're getting the demo done. I'm gonna have a roofer go take a look at the roof, see if it's in good condition, see if we need to do any adjustments, right? So we're gonna do that. And then after that, we're gonna be looking at the project and get my framers in here. So I'm gonna get the framers to make the adjustments to the stairway, as well as frame up some of the walls and half walls and so forth for the bathroom. So it's gonna be a real light frame job. So framing should take no longer than a day for what I'm looking to do, because we're keeping a lot of the existing framing intact already, right? So that's the beautiful thing about this project.